Good morning. Good morning. I just pulled up outside. I just pulled up outside Starbucks. I have had a busy morning. I've been and had my tattoos redone because they went completely. I don't know why. I've trained legs. My fucking knee is killing me though. So it kind of stopped me doing my Smith machine squats as well as I wanted to, so that's really annoying. And I've got to wait now for 6.5 hours for my son to finish work because I live so far away from where he actually works. It's like 40 minutes. So if I drive home, I'll be home for like a couple of hours and then I'll have to drive. I don't know what to do because I've got to hang around in Starbucks for 6 hours and it's not fun. It's boring. So I don't know what I can do. I'm just looking now because people are watching me. Yeah, so today I am going to get on my laptop and actually do some work for an hour or two. Then I'm going to watch some YouTube. Then I'm going to do a little bit more work. Then I'm going to go back to the gym and do some steps because I'll be sitting on my ass all day in Starbucks. And then hopefully the time will go quickly. I've got my food with me. It's just boring. I'm so sick of the same environment. Anyway, it could be worse. I could be working, couldn't I? Like Ricky is, but I'm not. So at least I get time to sit and chill. Oh, there's more people watching me. They think you're such a weirdo when you film around here. It's really funny. I don't really care what people think, to be honest. They might think I'm on a phone call to someone. Anyway, I haven't got any news. Got nothing to say. It's my birthday on Thursday and I don't want to celebrate it because I'm getting really old now, like really old, and I'm going to be 57. I'm not, like, how close is that to 60? And I don't feel anywhere near that. I feel like I'm in my 30s, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh. All right, let's give a little update then on what I'm doing. So I am in my off season. I've had a shitty off season because I've had this issue going on where they think I've got a pituitary tumour, which sounds much worse than what it is. I'm not going to die from it, but it's affected all my hormones. So my thyroid was in the pan, my testosterone's in the pan, my IGF-1 is through the roof. So they're trying to like normalise everything and it's taking forever. So I saw the endocrinologist 2 weeks ago and I was like, I've had enough now. I just want a bit of like space from all these appointments and MRIs and CT scans. So what they're doing is seeing how I get on in the next 4 months, and then at the end of December I've got to go back and do another test, and then depending on what that test says I might have to go up to Cardiff and have these special tests done. But oh my god, it's so annoying. So I said to my coach the other day, I was like, look, I just want to crack on into my off season properly. I'm fed up of like holding back with food, and like I haven't really been holding back with training because we did reduce volume a little bit, but we've increased it now and I actually feel all right. I did have a couple of months where I was feeling pretty shit, and I got shingles as well, which really did affect me. It's only now I'm kind of recovering from that. So yeah, we're putting a little bit of TRT in just to replace my testosterone because my testosterone was less than it was undetectable, and I was feeling awful. So we've put some fem test in, not much. I think we're doing like 2 IUs a week on the diabetic needle, you know, so just two units a week. And that seems to have made a bit of a difference. Whether we'll put it up or not, I don't know. It depends on my next set of blood tests that I have. I'm on prescribed T4 and T3 now, so that seems to have helped a little bit as well. My levels are kind of at the lower end of normal now, where they used to sit at the higher end of normal. So I'm hoping that, you know, we can get back up to where I was. My food's pretty good at the moment. I'm on like 300 grams of carbs a day on a training day, and I think it's something like 250 on a non-training day. I don't really look at them, to be honest, because I don't really care what they are as long as I'm feeling full. I mean, in my previous off seasons I've got up to like 550 carb, but I don't think that's going to happen this year, unfortunately, because my body isn't reacting the same way that it usually does, and I'm guessing that's all down to the lack of hormones in my body. It's so weird, right? Because I felt so healthy and so fit for so long, and then this year's been a bit of a shitter. I've had all that going on with my hormones, and then getting shingles wasn't fun. But you know, you crack on, don't you? Sorry, I'm really tired today. That's the other thing, right? I'm sleeping, like, I'm getting 10 hours of sleep every night, and then I'm having a nap in the afternoon. I'm sleeping like 12, 14 hours a day, which is crazy. But my deep sleep is good, so I'm obviously getting good recovery now. But I'm loving sleep at the moment. I've just had a new bed as well, so that's made a difference. I go into bed in the night and I'm just like, oh, this is so nice. And that's one of the reasons, oh my God, one of the reasons why I really want to go home, because I can have a little nap in my bed this afternoon. Oh, I don't know what to do. Right, I'm going to go into Starbucks. I'm going to give it an hour, and if I feel like I want to go home, because it's a rainy, dark day as well, and on rainy, dark days, there's nothing nicer than being at home in your own little home. Home in your own little home. Oh, perhaps I'm getting old. Anyway, training was good today, apart from the Smith machine squats. I did one set with like 35 a side, which isn't that much, but my knee really hurt, so I thought I can't go any heavier, and I actually went down to just one plate a side and just did more reps, because I'm not risking an injury. There's a chiropractor in the gym now, so I'm going to go and see him this week. Oh, actually, I might see him this afternoon, because I think he's in today, because it's bothering me a lot. Even when I'm doing leg extensions, it's hurting, and I don't know, it could be from overuse from when I was powerlifting, could be old age, you know, just the bones getting a bit grindy, but it was really painful today, and I was too scared to go heavy, because I thought if I go heavy I'm going to fuck myself up and I won't be able to train. But it's so frustrating when you feel like I've got the strength to do it, but my knee is holding me back. I was like, oh, so frustrating. I feel like I want to go back in and do it again, but obviously that's not a good thing to do. So I don't know, I'll have to see what Tom says, the chiropractor, see whether I need to do any rehab or whether he can fix me. We'll see. Yeah, apart from that, it was a good session. RDLs were good. Did the 50 kilo dumbbells for 2 sets of, well, 1 set of 8 and 1 set of 9, and they felt all right. I mean, I'm not the strongest person in the world, but you know, that's strong enough. As long as I'm working hard and going to failure, that's all that matters, you know. And, you know, with good form, obviously. So that was that. God, this is really boring. My life is so boring. There is nothing to talk about. I'm going to go into Starbucks now. I'm going to have my post-workout meal, which is chicken and rice and veggies. And oh my God, I've recently discovered, right, I hate cutting up chicken breasts. I hate them. And one of my friends always buys the ready cooked chicken breasts from Farm Foods, like the cubes of it. And I've been like, oh, I don't know if I like that. But I looked at the ingredients, and the ingredients are chicken and salt. And there was one other ingredient. It was like a preservative, but it wasn't a bad one. I was like, okay, I'll give them a try. And oh my God, it has made my life so much easier, and it's cheaper. So I'm going to go with that for a while. Maybe when I'm on prep, I won't eat it because of the preservative that's in it. But it hasn't affected my stomach or anything, so I don't know. Like the macros are the same as ordinary chicken breast, so I'm going to keep eating it. Like, there's no carbs or anything in it, so... And you don't have to cut off all the tendons and all the skin and stuff. I hate all that. It turns my stomach, and then it puts me off eating it. So yeah, Farm Foods, $6.99 for 1.2 kilos, and it's already cooked. All you have to do is take it out the freezer, leave it defrost, and then I just like dry fry it with my veggies and some herbs and spices, and it's lush. So that's what I'm going to have now when I go in there, with my rice as well. And then if I can think of anything more interesting to say, I shall come back on later. But my life is really boring, unfortunately. So, sorry. Anyway, I'll speak to you in a little while, if I can be bothered. I always forget as well. Like today, I was sitting in the car and I was like, oh, shall I? I just thought, right, just do it now, out of the way. So, Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Have a good afternoon or evening, ooh, or whatever time you're watching this, or from wherever. Bye. So it's my birthday today, which I do not celebrate anymore because, put it this way, we're on chapter 57, so we're getting close to the epilogue. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully there's another like 40 chapters left. Oh, how can I be 57? Today has put me in a very contemplative mood, and I've been thinking about a lot of things, you know. I had a twin brother who died 4 years ago now. It was during lockdown, and he took, I don't know if it was deliberate or not, but he took a heroin overdose and died on Christmas Day. And it's been strange not having him around on my birthday. And today, and I feel really guilty about it, it's the first time since he died, well, all my life actually, that I didn't think about him until about midday today. And it made me feel so guilty when I thought, flipping heck, this is the first time ever I've not thought about him on our birthday. I mean, obviously I have now, but normally it's like first thing in the morning, you know, when we were growing up and whatever, it was like happy birthday, and then we'd have a fight or whatever, you know. So yeah, it was a bit of a strange feeling, and you know, my children are all kind of grown up now, so Molly's in university, she's doing medicine, Gabby is a doctor and she's on holiday at the moment, and Kerith is in college, and my eldest son Ricky, he lives at home with me, and bless him, he was making me emotional talking about it. He brought me some lovely gifts today. He had some flowers delivered for me, and they're really beautiful, and brought me like a pumpkin mug and a pumpkin candle, because he knows I love candles, and an Amazon gift card. And you know, I just feel so lucky to have my children, you know. They've all rung me today and all spoken to me, even though they're miles away. But yeah, I don't know, birthdays are just not the same as you start getting old, because, sorry about the light and the sun's shining really bright. You know, when you're in your like teens, 20s, 30s, your birthday's a big deal. Now it's like, oh shit, I'm one step closer to 60 and I don't really want to go there, because mentally I still feel about 25, you know. It's just when I look in the mirror and I have that little bit of a, who's that old woman looking back at me? But I'm still going to carry on being a young person in my head and avoid looking at mirrors, because that's a good way of dealing with it, I think. So yeah, I'm on my way now to pick my son up from work, and I'm not doing anything for my birthday, if I'm honest. I'm just going to have my usual Thursday evening where I'll watch a bit of TV, do a bit of cleaning, a bit of reading, a bit of studying, and then go to bed. But I just wanted to come on and say, I think we think too much about our birthdays, you know. You know, granted, it's the day that you were born and it's a special day, but today is going to be no different from tomorrow, and I'm still going to be the same person. It's just another number, isn't it? And since my brother died, I've got a different philosophy on life now. My philosophy is make the most of every day, because you don't know if you're going to get tomorrow, you know. So it's a little bit deep, but I do try and enjoy every day. Obviously I have my moments, everyone has their moments when they're on a downer or whatever, but you know, we worry about silly things like money and cars and holidays, and you know, when really we should just look around and think, shit, I'm lucky I'm still alive. I'm lucky I can get up in the morning and go to the gym and go to my job and drive my car and go food shopping and do all the horrible shitty jobs that we hate doing. We're lucky that we can do it. So yeah, today's been a bit of a contemplative day, but I feel alright. And wherever you are, David, happy birthday. It's brought back so many memories today of like birthday. We shared our birthdays up until we were probably in our mid-30s. We never were not together unless one of us was away. But we always celebrated our birthdays together. And yeah, it feels a bit strange not having him around. And obviously my parents have both passed away. My middle brother lives in Australia, and my eldest brother, well, that's another story for another day, but he was murdered 23 years ago. Well, we thought he went missing actually, but they found his body 2 or 3 years ago now. It's still an ongoing investigation, so yeah, I feel kind of like a little bit like an orphan, but I've got my children. So not really an orphan because I've got my own children, but I've got no like close family near to me. Most of my family live in Italy. My father was Italian, so the vast majority of my family are over there, and I do see them and I do keep in contact with them, but obviously they're not close physically. But yeah, it's been a nice day, but a quiet day. I have bought myself, probably won't eat them. In Iceland, they sell Dunkin' Donuts, and they've got a pistachio ring donut with icing on it and pistachio filling. So I might have a bite of one of them and then give the rest to my son, because I don't really like donuts. I just thought I'll buy myself a cake for my birthday, and they look nice. So I might show you that later. And yeah, I'm not gonna do anything tonight. I'm just gonna sit and chill after I eventually get home after picking my son up. That's another thing. Oh my god, he can't drive, right? He's autistic, like high functioning autistic, but he struggles with getting his head around doing things. Like, he wants to drive, but it took him sort of 2 years to pack up the courage almost to ask for driving lessons or to look for driving lessons, which he has started doing now, and he's had quite a few lessons now, and he's getting more confident. And I said to him the other day, you need to do your theory test now. And I was like, okay. I said, well, apply for it now. He said, I'm not ready. He said, you're never going to feel ready, just do it, and if you fail it, just do it again. They're not that expensive, the theory test isn't, but at least you have the experience of trying it. So I'm just waiting for him to sort of, his brain takes a while to catch up with the concept. Once he's caught up with it, he'll be fine. So that's that. And other than that, my training is going really well at the moment. Although Tuesday was leg day, and my fucking knee, my left knee, I was doing Smith machine squats and I was working up to my heavy set, and it just, I was scared to squat because it was, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It feels like my knee is going to pop out of the joint. So I stripped the weight right back and just did higher reps, but it was still hurting even then, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't. But I hate walking out the gym not feeling like I've pushed myself as far as I need to push myself, So I can't wait for my next leg session now so I can redeem myself, because hopefully it'll be alright. It's weird, my knee is. It'll be fine for months on end, and then all of a sudden it just starts like this weird pain, and it just feels like it's going to come out of the joint. I don't know. I was talking to there's a guy at the gym, he's a chiropractor, and I need to book an appointment with him actually, because I was chatting to him about it, and he thinks it's my meniscus. So I mean, it could be a number of things, because my quads are really tight, so it could be my quad pulling on it, it could be a few things. So I'm going to see him next week, hopefully he can sort me out, and I might get on the TB500 on the BBC 157 and just see if that helps, because I've heard lots of good stories about it, good reviews that it works, so I might try that. I have got some there because I bought it just in case, so I'm going to try that. But other than that, my training's been going really well, and I love a leg day. It really pissed me off on Tuesday. I love legs, I love doing legs, I love pushing myself on legs, even though I get really anxious beforehand, and then when you can't do what you want to do, it's so frustrating. But anyway, back is going well, shoulders is going well, chest is going well, arms is boring. It just like my add-ons at the end of a couple of sessions. They are. I hate doing abs. I find them so boring. It's a bit like training abs, and abs are boring. And I'm making myself do abs every session, even if I just do 2 or 3 sets of leg raises or crunches or whatever. I'm making myself do them every session because I will never do them. And I'm like, it'll literally take you 2 minutes to do 3 sets. Don't be lazy. So I'm making myself do that. I try and do vacuums like, I'm going to say 3 or 4 times a week, but I only do like 3 or 4 rounds. I'm not good at doing it. Because again, it's boring. See, I want my abs are pretty good. Like I'm lucky with my abs. They come in. I don't really need to train them, but I just want them to look thicker. My back is my big area that I need to develop because it's slow. I don't know whether it's an age thing. I don't know. It could be an age thing. Because I do really enjoy training back now. I hated back before. I really hated it, but I love it now. And you know, I can feel a connection now when I'm training. And it took me a long time to get that. But some fucking dickhead just pulled out in front of me. Well done. Why do people pull out in front of you and then go really slowly? Really winds me up, that does. What was I saying? Oh yeah, back training. I'm really enjoying it now, and I feel like I'm making progress. But then I see other women on like Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, you just look like a skinny little witch next to them. And the problem is, I hate getting chunky in the off season. I really don't like it. So I've got this argument going on in my mind where half of me wants to like push food and get bigger, and then the other half of me is like, yeah, but 90% of the time you're gonna hate walking around looking like chunky. So it's a weird dichotomy, that one. I don't know, I'm gonna have to work out. I'm working on it. I am much better now with my food than I used to be. I used to be terrible. I was scared of eating. I'm not scared of eating now. I just don't like getting too chunky. Like my face now is kind of, it's chubby, but it looks healthy. Like at the end of prep, I do look like a crackhead. Proper crackhead. My skin goes all like, oh, it looks horrible. You just get all these lines here. Oh, they go afterwards, you know, but I think the older you are, the less likely it is going to be to jump back. Oh, why do people stare at you when you film yourself? Some guy just walked past, he looked right into the car looking at me. Anyway, I'm going to have to go now because I'm at temporary traffic lights and the traffic is really busy. So I shall catch up with you later. I'll probably show you my little pistachio ring donut, which looks delicious. So, continuing the note on it being my birthday, I've just been to Lidl's and I've treated myself to a new knife. That's exciting. Some dupe of an aromatic body cleanser in geranium, verbena and ylang, and it smells lush. So I think it's a dupe of botanicals or something, I don't know. Anyway, it's really nice. And a dupe of the Jo Malone's, which are really good. I mean, I shouldn't be telling you this because I don't want everybody to buy them, but this is the Blackberry and Bay. I've got the wood sage and sea salt and peony, I think, is the other one. And they smell so good. I use this as shower gel. And a candle. I got myself an orange and bergamot candle, which again smells. Lidl's do some good stuff. And I bought these as well because my son loves these and I love them. Cantuccini biscuits. Oh my god. My cousin in Italy makes these by hand and hers are just amazing, but these will come a close second. I sometimes put one crumbled up on my creamy because they taste so good. Let's have a look what the macros are. For, oh my god, for 100 grams, which is a third of the pack, it's 438 calories. But I only have one. I reckon one weighs probably about 6 grams. So a tenth is 43. Probably about 25 calories in just one of these. But worth it because they're really good. 14 grams of fat, 66 grams of carbs, and 3.6 grams of fibre. That's quite good. And 9.5 grams of protein. I'm guessing that's mainly coming from the flour and the little almonds that are in there, but they are delicious. So what I do is I take a few out and put them in a jar, and then I give the rest to my son to eat because he loves them. And that's my exciting haul from Lidl. The things you do when you want to kill some time. Now, I've been in Starbucks. I got myself a decaf coffee, which I've still got. I've got used to drinking decaf now. It's just a black Americano. And I've drunk black coffee now for so long, I don't like coffee with milk in it. I see other people drinking it and I really fancy it, and then I try it and I'm like, oh no, it's horrible. I do like a splash of cream though. I love cream. So every now and again I'll treat myself to a little sip of cream, a little sip of coffee. I never commit to it fully. I never put it in my coffee because I feel that it spoils it if you put it in. I'm such a weirdo with my coffee. But a little sip of cream, a little sip of coffee, fucking delicious. But this is just black. And now I'm going to drive to Home Bargains to pick up my son, and I'm not going to go in there because if I go in there I will spend money on shit that I don't need, because I've been in there every day this week to pick him up, and every day I've bought something. They are things that you need, but you don't think you need them until you get them. But I don't want to be tempted because it's not needed. It's not needed. I can live my life without the things that they've got in there. Anyway, I shall see you when I get home, and maybe I'll show you my pistachio donut.
Everybody put your hands up. Everybody bounce with me. Some champagne and burn a little. Everybody stand up. Everybody put your hands up. Everybody bounce with me. Some champagne and burn a little.
Oh, I'm in bed and it's so nice. It's Sunday night and it's 7:30. And I thought, tomorrow I got a really long day. I'm helping out at the IBFA competition in Exeter, the Corn Exchange. So that's like a 4-hour drive for me. So I've come to bed early. I'm just going to watch a bit of YouTube and then go to sleep, hopefully. But you know, it's like when you're under pressure to sleep, you can't. But today's been a good day. I had a shit session in the gym yesterday. I stormed out halfway through because my fucking knee was hurting me and I couldn't train the way that I wanted to. The Smith machine was all messed up. I was trying to do hip thrusts on it and I couldn't. So I did finish my session, but I didn't do it the way that I wanted to do it, if you know what I mean. So I went back in today and I did that session again. And then I went and had a coffee and I went back and I did the session that I was supposed to do today. But it was all right because that session with the hip thrusts in isn't overly taxing, I don't feel. Because it's cable kickbacks, hip thrusts, lion leg curls, T-bar row, and single arm pull downs, which I did those. I didn't redo those last 2 exercises today because they were fine. It was just my hip thrusts and my lion leg curls that fell off yesterday, so I just redid them today. And then I did my normal, it's like a push and a pull session together, and that was fine. So I feel better now because I did that. The Smith machine in my gym is crap. The stoppers are too high, so you have to elevate the like hip thrust bench. It's not a bench, it's like a solid thing. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's not high enough, so you have to put plates under that, and then you have to put plates behind it because it moves. Oh, it's such a faff to set it all up, but it really pissed me off yesterday. I just wasn't in the mood for it. So today I did it with just a barbell and a normal bench, and it was much better. So I don't know what it was yesterday. It just all felt off yesterday. It was really weird. So yeah, I did that, and then I came home. Well, I went to Starbucks first, obviously, had my coffee, had a chat with one of my friends, or a couple of my friends, because I have got 1 or 2, believe it or not. And then, what did I do then? I came home and I prepped all my food ready for tomorrow. And then I booked a travel lodge to stay in tomorrow night because I know I'm going to be knackered, because I've got to leave here at about 7:30 tomorrow morning. I'll get there by about 12, 12:30. Then it's straight into the show. God knows what time that'll finish. So say it finishes at 6 at the earliest. I'm still not going to get home until about 10:30, 11. And driving 8, 9 hours in one day is a lot, especially when you've been working backstage, you know, trying to get organised people. It's a busy job, that is. It is hard work. So I thought, I'll book a travel lodge. So I've booked one, not in Exeter, I've booked one in Cardiff, so it's sort of halfway home. Well, it's a little bit more than halfway, but I thought if I stop in Cardiff for the night, I can just get up in the morning and then drive straight to the gym in the morning, get my session done, and then go home. I'm quite looking forward. It was only 30 quid as well. It was really cheap, I think, because I booked it last minute. It was cheaper. And it's right off the M4. Don't have to drive anywhere. And then in the morning, I might go to MacArthur Glen on my way home. Might do that. Because they've got a nice Vans shop. Not that I've got any money, but it's nice just to have a look around. They've got a Vans shop. They've got a nice Next. There's a Marks and Spencer. There's a Cadbury shop. There's a Lint shop. There's a Levi shop. There's like a perfume shop, a makeup place. Yeah, it'd be just nice to have a little walk around for a change, and it should be quite quiet now because all the kids are back in school. And there's a Sainsbury's there, so I can go in and get my sweet cinnamon, because you can't get that anywhere else. Well, you can get it from Tesco's, but the one from Tesco's is crap. And what else do I like Sainsbury's, because they have some nice little stuff that you can't get in Aldi or Lidl, which is the local shops to me. And if I don't shop there, I have to drive like 20 miles to either Tesco or Asda, and I can't be asked to do that for the shopping that I get, because my food is so, you know, it's just chicken, vegetables, rice, fruit, oats, sourdough bread, and there's a really nice bakery by me that makes the sourdough bread, so I don't really need to go anywhere. I just occasionally go to Marks and Spencer's to get, there's certain seasonings that I like from there. And sometimes, God, I'm boring. I can't believe I'm talking about this. And then I go to Sainsbury's to get that sweet cinnamon, and I get the rice cakes from Marks and Spencer as well if I decide to eat any, because Marks and Spencer's rice cakes are nice and they're not that expensive. And also their peanut butter is really good, but I don't really eat peanut butter. I don't really like it. But out of, you know, all the varieties of peanut butter, I'd say Pepper Nut are probably the best, and then Marks and Spencer's. And Marks and Spencer's is like cheaper actually, I think, than Pepper Nut, and it's the 100% one. So yeah, I might have a little mosey around there tomorrow. I might go into the Lint shop and see if they've got that. They've just brought out a Dubai chocolate one, Can you imagine that with Lindt chocolate? Just wish they'd do it with dark chocolate. It'd be so much nicer. Because that pistachio cream stuff is quite sweet. I think it'd be nicer with a darker chocolate. Oh, update on those donuts. I didn't eat them. I ended up chucking them away. They look nice though. It's bad, I know. It's such a waste of money. I just didn't feel like them, and I thought, what's the point in eating them? You can't really freeze them. So I binned them. So I won't be buying them again. But if you do want them, they sell them in Iceland. They've got Dunkin' Donuts there. So they do like different flavours. But I just thought that pistachio one might be a nice one to try. But then I didn't bother. What else? Yeah, so came home and then prepped all my food. Did my nails. Because I can't afford to go and get my nails done. So I can't afford to go and get anything done. So I do it all myself. I do my own lashes, my own nails. I was going to do my lashes, but I forgot. And I'm not doing them now. Then I got all my clothes ready and all my toiletries and supplements that I need to take. It's such a faff when you go away. I mean, I could go with nothing, but then you'd have to go and buy stuff, and I can't be asked to do that. And, you know, it's cheaper to take your own food, but oh my God. You've got to remember everything, like all the supplements that I take in the morning, all the supplements that I take in the evening. My glutamine, my vitamin C, my creatine. I got all that ready to go in my drink in the morning. My EAAs. And then working out what I'm going to wear, because I basically live in gym clothes. I don't wear human clothes, I call them. I don't really wear them. So I don't need to worry about that. But the weather, like in this country at the moment, we don't know whether it's going to be sunny, raining, cold, warm. So I've had to put a couple of hoodies and t-shirts and stuff because I don't know. I'm looking forward to the show tomorrow. I think it's going to be quite a small one though, because the there's a FitX is in Swansea tomorrow. There's this IBFA one. There's an IPA, is it? There's an IPA one as well. There's pretty shows on every weekend, everywhere. And then next weekend is the PCA First Timers, isn't it? So I think a lot of people are hanging out for that one to do that. So I got a feeling this one's going to be quite small tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be done early. When they first put up the advert for it, he messaged me and he said there was only like 8 competitors. But then they really pushed it, so I think they've got quite a few now. I'm looking forward to the venue because the Corn Exchange is really nice. I did a comp there with PCA, God, about 6 years ago. And from what I can remember, it's a nice stage. I think it's right in the middle of it. I don't know. Can't remember, but I think it's right in the middle of Exeter town. So I don't know about parking and stuff, but there we are. We'll see. Oh, fuck, I forgot to put petrol in. I'm going to have to go and put petrol in the morning as well. Well, diesel, not petrol. Shit, I forgot about that. And I can't... Like, normally I go to... If I'm going on a long trip, I'll drive to MacArthur Glen in Bridgend because the diesel there is always really cheap. But I don't think I've got enough in my car to get me there. So I might put like a £5 in my local garage. Because it's like... In my local garage, right, it's £1.45 a litre. And then there's another one that's sort of about 16 miles away from me. And it's like 132. No, not 132. 138.2 a litre. Then I'll go to Sainsbury's. And it's like 135. So I think that's... will I get to Bridgend with a £5 worth? Oh, I don't know. I'll risk it. Anyway... yeah, that's about it. So if I can, I'll do some filming tomorrow, but I'll probably forget because I usually do when I'm in those shows because they're so busy. I've rambled on a lot on this vlog and I haven't actually shown you anything. That shows how quiet and lonely my life is, doesn't it? That I'm talking to a camera and not a human. Anyway, I am going to chill out now, watch some YouTube and listen. Oh my God, I've been listening to the Freedom McFadden books. They're so good. I've listened to The Housemaid. I've nearly finished The Housemaid's Secret. And then I can't remember what the third one is. But I've physically read a couple of her other books as well. And they're really good. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to listen to the rest of that Frida McFadden book and then download another one to listen to on my journey tomorrow. How exciting my life is. I bet you're all really jealous. Anyway, I'm going to bed now. Bye. Good morning. I am up. Oh, I've been up since 5:30 and now I'm on my way to Exeter to the bodybuilding competition that I was talking about yesterday. Let's put some lip salve on because my lips are really dry. Hold on. Might as well do it in there. Good morning. Let's start again, shall we? Like I said, I'm on my way to Exeter to the bodybuilding show. Oh, what an angle! I can never get the angles right, so you're just gonna have to get used to it. Yeah, got up at 5:30. It is now 7:15, and I've got to go and put some diesel in. It says it's going to take me about 4 hours to get there, but I'm guessing I'm going to have to stop off to pee at least once, and I need to put diesel in Regent as well, so I need to allow for a couple of stops. But anyway, I had a really good night's sleep, thank God, because today's going to be long. And so I'm not going to train today. I'll probably get my steps in alright, because I'll be running around backstage. But do you know what? I hate the start of these days though, because you know how long it's going to be and how tired you're going to feel. But I'll enjoy it once I'm there. I always do. Oh, anyway, I haven't got much to say. I'm going to go now because I need to concentrate on these country roads that I live on. And I will try and get some footage today when I'm there. But I'm not promising anything. I'll try.